Hi there, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and in this video I'm doing a tarot reading for Scorpio. For this series I am using the Myth and Legends Tarot by Taylor Brunquist. This is the Deviant Tarot by Patrick Patrick Valena. And then this here is an oracle deck called Become an Oracle by Ouassima Touahria. I'm so sorry. I know I butchered that name. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. I smudged the decks already. I don't know where to put this. I've got a new setup here, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. This was a Kickstarter deck. I'm not quite sure if it's still available, but there is a link in which I did a flip through. I'm still sort of in Halloween mode, and so I am using a couple of my Halloween decks here. So the Myth and Legends is, well, about myths and legends and cultures all around the world, and each card has a different character from a myth. So, all right, Scorpio, if for any reason this reading is not resonating with you, try your sun sign, moon sign, or your rising. You can also check your sidereal placements as well. Sidereal uses the true sky, meaning the true location of the constellations. So while you might be a Scorpio sun in tropical, you will most likely be a Libra sun in sidereal. At least that's the case with me. So my birthday is on Saturday, and I'm a Libra in sidereal. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started for you, Scorpio, or us, I should say. See what we have. Oh wow, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Hanged Man. Okay, so our major arcana here is the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man usually speaks of looking at things in a different way, a different mode. Perhaps the way that you're looking at something isn't quite how it should be looked at, or maybe you just need a different perspective to help you in a situation or to solve a problem. With him being upright, it's most likely that is the case, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here with these other cards, and everything is upright. So we've got some good feelings here. I feel like you're working on something with these two pentacles here. I feel like you're working on bringing something to fruition, bringing something to this reality, whether that be a project, that can be maybe even a love relationship. You know, you're trying to bring it forward, but you're putting a lot of energy and work into it. And here with the Page of Pentacles, all pages are earth energy, right? And then he's working within this suit of pentacles, so he is earth of earth, and all of the pages are they're like apprentices, right? They want to learn. They have that curiosity. They're striving to learn more and know more and do more. And that's what this page is. He's a big doer. He's getting in there, getting his hands dirty. He wants to learn. He wants to try out new things. And that's kind of what I see going on here for you. However, with this Hanged Man, him being the overall energy, because he's a major arcana, he's kind of begging us to look at things maybe in a different way, a different manner. This card sometimes means sacrifice. It can mean, you know, giving up something that's worthwhile to you for the greater good. Okay, so let us do a deeper dive here with the Deviant Moon Tarot. Now this card deck I picked up from eBay, and I thought I was getting a very good deal, and it turns out I really wasn't. I actually got two decks. I didn't know they were this size. They didn't come with guidebooks. They just had a little QR code on the box so that I could download a PDF. And so anyhow, this deck follows RWS, as does the Myth and Legends Tarot. And these pips are quite nicely illustrated as well. Very spooky, very Halloweeny vibes. Though today is Dia de los Muertos, so traditionally we stay up all night and you know, to welcome in our spirits that have passed and have wanting to come back across the veil. I don't usually stay up all night. I've got kids, so I've got to be up early in the morning. But I do have an altar set out. We set out offerings and, you know, to make their visit more comfortable. So, okay, so let's get a read on this Eight of Pentacles here. So we've got the Nine of Wands, fire energy. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse, water of water. And then we've got the Six of Wands in reverse. So lots of fire here, Scorpio. So with the Queen of Cups, she's water of water, right? All the queens are water. And then her being in the suit of water. So it's, I'm kind of feeling like you are maybe burdened with something. You have just, you're tired, you're working, maybe you're overworking with this Eight of Pentacles here. And perhaps you're just kind of ignoring those feelings, that intuition down deep inside. And then we've got the Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands usually speaks of like a homecoming, of a job well done. So maybe while you're overworked, you're also a little underappreciated as well, and maybe you're not feeling that you're getting what you deserve from all this work that you're putting into these pentacles here. And perhaps that's what the Hanged Man is asking you to do, asking you to maybe take a different, I've got to open this window, which is not going to be fun because it is freezing outside. Okay, not literally freezing. I am just a cold body, and this cold air has set in, and now we have like 50 and 40 degree weather, and my fingers and my toes, my feet, my nose, everything is just cold. But I've got an incense going, and it's got to escape somehow. Otherwise, it's going to go down my throat. Okay. Actually, speaking of throat, let me take a little bit more tea. Okay. So, with that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Maybe you're overworked and a little underappreciated. And this Hanged Man, I think maybe might want you to take a different look, a different aspect in the way that you're feeling. So we're going to get a read on this Page of Pentacles and see what we have here. So we've got the Tower, Major Arcana. Then we've got the Ten of Swords, air energy, and also the Eight of Swords, more air energy. Okay, so I really like this picture of the Eight of Swords. I love how that moon is just blowing into her mind, you know, and the Eight of Swords is that feeling of self-victimization, kind of making up things in your head that aren't really, might not be what the reality is, but it just is how we process and think about things. We often color it with our own experiences and the way we feel about ourselves, so we automatically project our feelings on a situation. And so with this Tower card here, this card is our Major Arcana, and I love that this spaceship is just destroying this tower. This is my cleaning house card, and this is removing things that don't actually serve us, that no longer serve us. Maybe at one point they were there for us, and at one point they were doing what they had to do, but at this point, in this juncture in time, there is no use for that. So then we have this saving grace of a spaceship coming in and just breaking it all down so that we can start better, so that we can start anew. And so what I'm feeling here, especially with this Ten of Swords, is there's something going on in your mind, the way that you're thinking, and it needs to come to an end. It's got to come to an end. You've got to kind of break that down. What I see here with this Page of Pentacles is that in order for you to maybe move to the next level, is to stop with that thinking. Maybe it's the it's this overwork, underappreciated type of thinking that you have going on here. So you're taking a lot of pride in your work, and you're in the way that you're feeling towards your work is that you're underappreciated, and you're just tired, and you feel like you need more recognition than what you're getting. And so with this Page of Pentacles here, I think he's trying to tell us that that's not necessarily the case. I think that you're kind of beating it down and turning it into something that it really isn't. So we're going to get a read on this Hanged Man, and he's going to tell us what the dealio is. So we've got Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. Then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, air energy. And then we also have the Four of Cups in reverse, and that is water energy. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is kind of this card of things will go on. You know, it can be related to karma, it can be fate as well. But you know, my take on fate is that while you can attract certain things to you, certain things can happen to you, it's always in your hands to change it. If you're bringing good things to the table, and okay, let me reverse that. If you're bringing bad things to the table, and therefore bad things are coming towards you, to you, right? You can always change what you're bringing to the table and start bringing something with different energy to the table, and then though that type of energy is going to come towards you. So that saying that fate is in our hands, or fate is in your hands, it really is. I know sometimes we just can't stop the bad things from happening. You know, a tree falling on the house during a hurricane. Yes, that sucks. But you know, that's life, and it all depends on how we deal with it depends on the way that we deal with things that happen to us that determine the final outcome. Now, you could say that I'm just never going to build my house around a tree, but then you're going to be missing out on the beauty of a tree, you know, the birds that live in there, the shade that it gives, the amazing energy that trees just put off. So basically, what I get a feel from this here, as far as looking at things in a different situation, in a different manner, I think that what this Hanged Man is trying to say is that you're going to get your due. Just kind of keep your head focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, okay? And what it is that you're trying to accomplish is being hindered by the way that you're thinking, all right? So you've got this hard work that you're putting into this project, and you're working and you're working and you're putting all of your energies into it, but the way that you're coming out of it, the way that you're feeling towards it is that you're underappreciated and you're overworked. If you can maybe shift that perspective just a little bit and start thinking in ways of, I don't know, start thinking in a different manner. That, okay, so I'm working, all my hard work is going to benefit someone else, or I'm working and working, and all of this hard work is going to produce this. Instead of having that self-victimization card and just ruminating it over in your head over and over and over again, just think how it's going to better your reality and those that you care about and those that are ultimately affected by this that you're working on. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. This is Become an Oracle. And this was initially a Kickstarter, though I think it might be for sale right now. And I don't know, I don't think I have a flip through of this one. I do have a flip through of this Myth and Legends tarot deck, which I will link in the description box. And then of course this Deviant Moon Tarot has been around for a while, and it's a mass-produced deck, so you can definitely find this deck. And like I said, this is the mini version. They have a larger version. The mini version I do kind of like because my hands are so small and it's easier for me to do that rifle shuffling that I like to do. All right, one more shuffle for you, Scorpio, and then we're going to take the card on top and see what the oracle has to say. Actually, this card wanted to come out. It's kind of stuck to the card on top. So we're going to take this card, which is Archangel Mary. Balance the feminine and the masculine. I can see that here. I can see that because we don't really have a lot of cup energy here. Oh, and you know what? I didn't really talk about this here. This Four of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse. And I did want to say a little bit about that. So the Four of Cups, that card is usually about complacency, not realizing what you have. And then the Nine, this is the Nightmare card. This is that card where you have lots of anxiety and just nightmares about a situation. But it's all in the mental, it's all in the head. And so like I said, with this, I think you just need to sort of change the way that you're thinking and get that balance back, right? And I'm feeling like you need to balance this feminine energy of water and also this masculine energy of air. Okay, and I believe that's the balance that Archangel Mary is talking about here. So let's read this card. She is card number 8. Okay. Balance the feminine and masculine. Archangel Mary embodies divine love and healing the heart. This archangel balances the feminine and the masculine for us to become a master again. She connects us to beauty, grace, deep implication, strong commitment, and faith, as well as guiding us to our mission. So I do feel like you do need to balance, right? And I feel like this card came at a great time. And she's going to guide you to let the energy of Archangel Mary guide you in changing your perspective so that you're no longer looking at yourself as being tired and overworked. And of course, you know, it's giving you this anxiety. But I feel that if you just go with the energy of this hanged man here and look at it in a different kind of way, you will feel much better about what you're doing, how you're doing. And it's not going to put you in this mental prison that you're kind of in right now. And the Tower wants you to break up that mental prison, break up that mental energy so that you can become this page here. Okay, I'm going to take a peek and see what this card was on the top. So we've got Cassiopeia Constellation. Let's read that. Let's see if we can apply that in any kind of way. Okay. Reconnection and defending your space. Cassiopeia is named after the Greek queen Cassiopeia, mother of Andromeda in Greek mythology, who boasted about her unrivaled beauty. It is about reconnection, multi-level communication, reminding you of who you are and gives meaning. If Cassiopeia appears in your life, it is time to give some space to elders and reconnect and transmit. It is about creating points of connection between different parties, levels, and people. It also encourages you to be cautious about what circulates in and around you as energy or people, and to defend the space if needed. So that's nice. I can see how that can relate. So we're going to keep both of these cards, and we'll keep them up here like that. And then I'll use that as my little picture. Okay, well, that is what I have for you, Scorpio. I thank you so much for listening to this video, and I hope you have a nice day, and see you next time. Bye now.